From this video, you will get tips to prepare for NVIDIA Certified Professional AI Infrastructure (NCP-AII) exam. NVIDIA Certified Professional AI Infrastructure. Recommended qualifications and experience. Exam details. Exam topics. How to pass the NVIDIA NCP-AII exam. 1. You're designing a data center network for inference workloads. The primary requirement is high availability. Which of the following considerations are most important for your topology design? A. Minimizing hop count. B. Implementing redundant paths. C. Using the cheapest possible switches. D. Prioritizing north-south bandwidth over east-west bandwidth. E. Centralized routing. Answer: A, B. 2. You are configuring a switch port connected to a host in an NCP-AII environment. The host is running ROCEv2. To optimize performance and prevent packet loss, which flow control mechanism should you enable on the switch port? A. None. Flow control is not needed with ROCEv2. B. TCP flow control. C. Priority flow control, PFC, or 802.1 QBB, specifically for the traffic class associated with ROCEv2. D. Simple Network Management Protocol, SNMP. E. Spanning Tree Protocol, STP. Answer: C. 3. You need to verify the integrity of the Bluefield OS image before flashing it to the smart NIC. Which method would provide the strongest guarantee that the image has not been tampered with? A. Comparing the image size with the expected size from the download source. B. Checking the MD5 checksum of the image against the published MD5 checksum. C. Verifying the SHA-256 checksum of the image against the published SHA-256 checksum. D. Downloading the image from a trusted source. E. Utilizing GPG to verify the image. Answer: C, E. 4. In a data center utilizing NVIDIA GPUs and NVLink, what is the primary advantage of using a direct attached NVLink network topology compared to routing traffic over the network? A. Increased network security. B. Higher bandwidth and lower latency between GPUs. C. Reduced cost of network infrastructure. D. Simplified network configuration. E. Improved power efficiency. Answer: B. 5. Which of the following are key benefits of using NVIDIA NVLink switch in a multi-GPU server setup for AI and deep learning workloads? A. Increased GPU to GPIJ communication bandwidth. B. Reduced latency in inter-GPU data transfers. C. Simplified GPU resource management. D. Support for larger GPU memory pools than a single server can physically accommodate. E. Enhanced security features compared to PCLE-based interconnections. Answer: A, B, D. 6. You are troubleshooting slow I/O performance in a deep learning training environment, utilizing BGFS parallel file system. You suspect the metadata operations are bottlenecking the training process. How can you optimize metadata handling in BGFS to potentially improve performance? A. Increase the number of storage targets, OSTs, to distribute the data across more devices. B. Implement data striping across multiple OSTs. C. Increase the number of metadata servers, MDSs, and distribute the metadata load across them. D. Enable client-side caching of metadata on the training nodes. E. Configure BGFS to use a different network protocol with lower overhead. Answer: C. 7. Which of the following statements regarding the benefits of using a Bluefield DPU for network offload are true? Select 2. A reduced CPU utilization on the host server for network-related tasks. B. Simplified network configuration compared to traditional NICs. C. Increased network throughput due to hardware acceleration. D. Automatic compatibility with all existing network protocols without requiring software updates. E. Elimination of the need for a dedicated network interface card, NIC. Answer: A, C. 8. Which of the following is the most critical consideration when planning the cooling strategy for a server rack containing multiple NVIDIA A100 GPUs? A. Ensuring the server room temperature is kept below 25 degrees Celsius. B. Optimizing airflow to ensure hot air is efficiently exhausted from the rack and cool air is drawn in. C. Using liquid cooling for the CPUs, but air cooling for the GPUs. D. Applying thermal paste to the GPU memory chips. E. Increasing the fan speed of the server chassis fans to maximum. Answer: B. 9. You are deploying Bluefield OS in a highly secure environment. Which of the following security measures are most important to consider during and after the OS deployment? A. Enabling secure boot to ensure only trusted code is executed during the boot process. B. Configuring a strong firewall to restrict network access to only necessary services. C. Regularly updating the Bluefield OS and all installed software to patch security vulnerabilities. D. Disabling unnecessary services and ports to reduce the attack surface. E. Implementing a strict password policy for all user accounts. Answer: A, B, C, D, E. 10. In a distributed training environment with NVLink switches, you need to optimize the data transfer between GPUs on different servers. Which strategy is most likely to minimize the impact of inter-server latency on the overall training time? A. Increasing the batch size to amortize the cost of data transfers. B. Using asynchronous data transfers with overlapping computation. C. Compressing the data before transferring it over the network. D. Using a centralized parameter server architecture. E. Switching to a synchronous SGD, stochastic gradient descent, algorithm. Answer: A, B, C. Subscribe and like past question.